Let's just do a quick audio test. If you just want to go ahead and say your name, where you're from, and what you're involved with.
Andrea White. I work for Georgia River Network. I'm also the Southeastern Chair for the American Canoe Association, and I serve on the ACA Board of Directors. There are 3 bills that have been put forward. 2 of them survived crossover day, and the third one, while it did not survive crossover day, we expect to come back as an amendment on one of the other 2. Their intention is to define where it's legal for us to paddle, hunt, or fish on Georgia rivers.
So my name is Caleb Bile. I am from, grew up in Woodstock, Georgia, live in Pickens County, Jasper, Georgia right now.
My name is Sonia Delgado. I'm from Alpharetta, Georgia, and I've been paddling since 2016.
Tony Isle. I live in Jasper, Georgia, and I've been kayaking for 5 years.
I'm Karen Smith. I've been paddling for almost 40 years.
My name is Kelly Campbell. I live in Cumming, Georgia, and I have been paddling since 2015.
My dad got me into paddling. He wanted to take me on the Cartecay, and so with hardly a roll and not much else, I went on the Cartecay. It really opened my eyes to everything that nature could provide, and got me hooked. It was awesome.
It was in the mid-'80s. It was actually my second day of paddling. My class went to the Toccoa on day 1, and we camped there, and on day 2, we went to the Cartecay.
What does the Cartecay mean to you?
The Cartecay is where it all began for me, and it's almost like a homecoming every time we go back. We've met a ton of people, and that's like my core group of paddling. Not only is it kind of home for us, but there's just endless opportunities on the Cartecay to learn. You can have a day where you just float down the river and relax. You can have a day where you're working on skill sets and you're really pushing your limits, either by different drills or different boats. It just really offers a wide variety of paddling opportunity.
So for me, the Cartecay means a place for me to gather with friends that I consider family. I moved to Georgia in 2009, and I found it to be very spread out and hard to meet people. And once I got into paddling, that really became my community. So for me, the Cartecay is a place for me to go and relax. Almost, can be a sense of church for me as well.
Well, I'll tell you this. My husband always says, you're getting grumpy. You need to go to the river. And when I come back, he said, I'm so glad you went to the river.
How would it affect you if you got banned to paddle?
Oh boy. That's a sad thought.
If the Cartecay could not be paddled anymore, that would be a huge loss, I think, not just for us personally, but all of North Georgia and Metro Atlanta, because it is such a important, for lack of a better phrase, venue to be able to access paddling. Shutting down the Cartecay would be the equivalent to saying you can't hike on the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. These are public treasures that are enjoyed by thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And if you say you can't paddle the Cartecay, you may as well say you can't hike on the Appalachian Trail.
What would you say to the person that's trying to write this bill and pass it?
I think that we need to think about everybody. I know that there are property owners that have their piece. There's people that float down the river that have their piece. There are outfitters that have their piece. There are kids that haven't been exposed to it that don't know that they have their piece. And I think that we just need to make sure that we're thinking of everybody and trying to do the best thing that we can do to accommodate everybody so that we can all find a middle ground.
What we do affects the rivers in more positive than any negative way.
If this legislation is passed in its current form, there's like 900 river miles of paddling roads that we've paddled for decades that are at risk.
I walk back down from shutting down any river. I looked at the list. I've paddled over half of the rivers on that list. Those rivers need to run. We need to be on them. We will take care of them with our souls. We love the water as much as any landowner can love it.
For me, a river means community. It's where I go to find my peace of mind. It's where I go to connect with nature and find that balance that you need in life. It's where I go to be social with my friends and to connect with my friends in the busyness of day-to-day life.
So please, this is more than just allowing people to be on a waterway. This is everything. It's a sense of community, a sense of family. It is getting people outdoors. It's just so much more than just people on water. It's everything to us. It really is.
Come to the Cartecay. Let me take you down the river and see what you're trying to stop. Come and let me show you what it's really all about before you try to stop it.